In today's world, racism and racial discrimination are manifested in complex and disturbing forms. In the world, these issues are increasingly becoming an essential element of some political and social problems. Every day, society is taking fair and sustained action to combat this trend and to address persistent expression of racism and xenophobia. The case I'm going to tell you about is a little old, but in the face of the new conflicts of discrimination and racism that are taking place, especially in the United States, I think that at the end of the day, we are going back to the time when the situation of this kind are visible in the worldwide. On April 19, 1989, everything changed forever in the life of Arthur McRae, Kevin Richardson, Joseph Salam, Raymond Santana, and Corey Wise, four African-American teenagers and one Hispanic, who were at the brown time in the brown place. That night, Trisha Molly, a white girl running in the North Rim part of Central Park, was brutally beaten and raped. All five were detained, pursued, threatened, and even beaten to obtain fabricating testimony. As minors, they must have been accompanied by their parents or legal guardians, but the NYPD was in a hurry to convict them. They were all lied to told that someone had seen them with the girl, given the names of someone else, and told that someone has accused them of the crime. All I had to do to get out of where was confess that they did participate, but that it was the person who had accused them who committed the rape. They provoked a network of testimonies in which the five young men who did not know each other accused and contradicted each other, but unwittingly placed themselves at the scene of the crime they did not commit. The press also contributed to a state of alarm and the need to punish the guilty, and one of the people who contributed most to create that climate was Donald Trump, who many years before becoming president and only a few weeks after the rape called for return of the death penalty for the five children. In a series of summary trials and without too much evidence, the five children sentenced to prison terms between 6 and 13 years, but it will not be until 12 years later when the truth will be known. Matias Reyes was the one who confessed to the authorities that it was he who beat and raped Trisha Molly, who did it alone, and who thought the young woman was dead. When the authorities conducted the DNA check, there was a match of more than 99%, with the one found of the victim. 5 innocent had injustice paid. In 2002, the last of the young prison was released, at which time legal litigation began to compensate for unjust suffering for so many years. The 5 innocent children were compensated by the city of New York with $41 million. But that really was so late. Racist, police brutality, and xenophobic class-based system has destroyed the lives of these 5 young people just because of the color of their skin, and the need to find a guilty for the brutal attack on a young woman. The police needed to take bait. The crime couldn't go unpunished, and they were the chosen one. 13 years later, DuVernay take the case to Netflix to announce something. Xenophobic is still alive in the United States, 13 years after this brutal episode in American history. I will read the following personal opinion. I'm so sorry for doing it this way. Racism, police brutality, xenophobic system, and stereotypes are responsible for destroying people. only because of the color of their skin, the religion they profess, the culture they have, sexuality, or simple because of a disability. Directly affect these people, causing their self-esteem to be totally destroyed, which cause them to enter into a crisis and even suicidal thoughts. So it is important to take care of what we say, what we see, and we do to prevent people from feeling rejected and offended.